Hello, everybody. Today, I just wanted to go over some of these essential employee memes, and the reason why I want to do is because I forgot that these existed. But I also remembered that memes are one of the best ways to portray a joke in a picture format. So let's dive into this. Let's see how they are. Having to work every day as an essential employee, listening to people complain on the radio about being told to stay at home. Dude, I get that. I know exactly how it feels. Every day I go to work and I'm just like, oh wow, the hardest part of your day is finding out whether or not you want to watch Netflix or go to the beach, huh? While making tons of money at home. Great. Let's see. You are being called an essential employee? Your paycheck determined that is a lie. That's the Mari. That's the Mari show meme. Yeah, that's true. There's actually some validity to that. That's true. All essential employees this week. Am I a hero? I really can't say, but yes. I guess technically you are, right? Because you're providing goods and services and exposing yourself to the COVID-19. So, like, yeah, you technically are a hero. No one gives a shit that you're a hero. Like, no one gives a shit about you. But yeah, you technically are a hero, even though no one gives a shit. And just like that, okay, that's cool. I think that's like a Forrest Gump meme. I don't know the reference. It's been so long since I've seen it. Essential worker because sacrificial sounded too dark. Yeah, I mean, technically that's true. I mean, like, I was looking through these memes a couple days ago and I was laughing, because it was more like when I laughed at them, it was more like, oh, these are relatable. Like, I understand, someone understands how we feel, and that's nice. It wasn't like I guess a lot of times jokes comes from like the darker sides of your humanity, and it's nice that people understand to an extent like this, that they can make it a joke. So when a non-essential wants to speak to you, I don't act like that though. I have yet to meet any essential employee who treats a non-essential employee worse or better. I don't really know what that meme. It's like I saw a few memes that made it look like people are looked highly upon as being essential employee, but the general consensus that I'm getting from people is that people think that essential employees are fools for working because they're making less but working harder than ever, and a lot of my friends and acquaintances openly talk about how much money they're making more than ever, more than essential employees literally have enough money to make an armchair out of. And yeah, they don't think essential employees are that great. They think they're a joke being taken advantage of the government. Everyone thanking essential workers. Employees in the supermarket who basically have no choice and would lose everything if they did otherwise. That's true. Like, I like this one. Like, I guess I guess people do thank essential employees. Not very often, and it's getting worse and worse. But like, right, like the essential employee is just kind of like, what the fuck? Like he doesn't want to be there. He's just there because he has to be. Let's see, what else do we got? When a cop stops you, but you're an essential employee, multi-pass. I don't know. This meme comes in bad taste in my opinion. Like it's just I have yet to meet any essential employee who thinks he's better than anyone just because he's an essential employee. Most cases, essential employees just are tired of being screwed over. That's all. So, no. Uh, is this a Rambo meme? I'm not an essential employee. I'm expendable. What mean expendable? It means I can get sick and die, but at least you got your toilet paper. That's actually pretty funny. I like this one. I remember this scene. I remember you take me to what did she say? Like you take me to America or something. It's like yeah, I'll take you to America after this is all over. I think she dies, but this is. I'm gonna say this and show this to my friend. This is actually a good meme. I love it. It's it like it encapsulates the feeling I half of this current moment. That's funny. I love that. Um, when she finds out you're an essential employee, okay. I don't think, I don't know. I don't think girls really care if you're an essential employee. At least you have a job, but you're still making more off unemployment. So if she thought about it like that, does it make a difference? Essential employees hearing the news first. You know, I'm something of an essential employee myself. Essential employees now. How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks, 2 days? I know, I feel like that sometimes. Like, when I work these long splits that are like 18 days or something, and I have like 1 day off and I work again, I'm just like, oh my god. How many days I've been working? It went from March to June 28th, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude, I've been working almost every day. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having a day off. I wouldn't mind going on a week vacation and just taking a nice breath and experience a little bit of life. I honestly, I become depressed, and the stress, the workload, my body, my mind, they're all tired from working, and you know, I wouldn't mind going to the beach and just taking a nice dip. I wouldn't mind having a nice beer and looking out into the sunset. I would like to experience something that's not work for once. You know, I think a lot of essential employees are working harder than ever. And yeah, I wouldn't. It would be nice to take a little break. You know what I mean? So how does it feel being an essential employee? Essential employees, yeah. I think that's like him holding the gun or something, or the thumbs up. I don't know, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like, oftentimes, not non-essentials, but people who aren't working will come up to me, and when they're random strangers, like, you know, they ask me how I'm doing or something. Actually, this never really happened. They don't ever ask me how I'm doing, but you know, as an essential employee who's working harder than ever, I like to give the impression that things are okay and it's just whatever. But you know, honestly, it sucks. You are all essential. I'm getting a $500 bonus. I'm getting an extra $2 an hour. Wait a minute, they just gave me a letter. That's me, dude. They actually gave me a letter. The government sent me a letter when when the hazard pay came out. So not hazard pay, when I became an essential. So I can understand that. I've been told I'm an essential employee. Evidently, I'm good at providing relief. I think, is that a sexual joke? I think so. Essential employee problems. Thankful to have a job. Wanting to stay home like everybody else. Yeah, I can understand that. Essential workers trying to process the 35th policy change in the week. Yeah, I can understand that as well. HR explaining to me that I'm an essential employee. Look at the guy's face is like, what the fuck? Like, he doesn't want to hear that shit. Like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Essential employee, what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know. The essential employee look. Given when a non-essential employee wants to talk to you. I don't know what that means. Like, yeah, okay. I don't always get exposed to COVID-19, but when I do, it's because I'm an essential employee. I don't always hate my job. No, wait, I do. Oh, it's funny. I know everyone else is working from home, but you're an essential employee, so I'm gonna need you to come in every day until this is all over. Yeah. So how does it feel being an essential employee? I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning and piss excellence. No, I don't think any essential employee feels that way. I think they're all pretty upset that they're not getting hazard pay and that people are making more than ever at home. If we could stop considering shutting down the government as a viable bargaining chip in our federal funding disputes, that would be okay. Why do I have to come into work? Employer, because you're essential. Me. I don't think any essential employee feels that way, but I think that's a good attitude to have. But it's also something one gets to take advantage of. Let's see. Corporations, what do you want? Essential employees, hazard pay. How about a light show and applause, hazard pay? How about we call you heroes, hazard pay? I like this. I like that. I'm gonna save this. It's actually pretty funny. I like that. It's a good one. I like that. Essential workers during day one quarantine. Essential works after 3 weeks and being understaffed. Yeah, I'm losing my hair too, bro. The shutdown sent home 700 non-essential employees. Why does the government have non-essential employees? Asking for a friend. Okay. Essential employees. Non-essential employees. Yeah. Yeah, I can get that to an extent. That makes sense. Essential employees be like, yes, ma'am, I had to come into work today. Can us essential employees get an essential bar to have an essential drinks before I essentially slap someone? Right? Right? I wouldn't mind having a drink myself, man. Me in quarantine watching my neighbor, an essential employee who gets to leave the house. No, trust me. He's watching you and he wishes he was in that house making more money off that unemployment. Trust me. These memes are actually pretty good. Some of them are kind of like. Some of them are good. Some of them are kind of like. Some of them are good. Some of them are kind of like they don't really understand. Some of them are probably made by people who aren't essential employees, but you can tell like a lot of these people who made these memes probably are essential employees, so they share the common desires and stuff from their jokes. So it's good. I like this. You know, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy these are made, honestly, because it's good. Because there's a lot of you know, when I first saw the essential employees and the way they're being treated, a lot of them didn't really know if anyone else felt the same way that they did. But essential employees and non-essential employees quickly did the math in their heads and realized that financially it was just a better opportunity to stay home and collect unemployment. So you know, it's pretty fast that they caught on. So it's good that they're making these memes to verify that yes, others do feel the same way as you. When you leave your family because you're the essential employee district. That's funny. I mean, like, may the odds ever be in your favor that you don't catch the COVID-19. I'm gonna save this too. Giving essential workers pay raise, calling them heroes. Society. Calling them heroes, stupid. I like those too. It's pretty good. I didn't even get a stimulus check. Last week they said your job was for high schoolers and unskilled workers, and now you're an essential employee. Right. I know, right? Like a lot of these essential employees are jobs usually frowned upon in society, and now they're like, now the government wants to and the media want to spin a message that they're essential. Like, how are you going to convince these people who have been heavily criticized for their occupation by society that now it's socially acceptable to want to be in these occupations or to feel good about themselves? Anyway, that's all for today regarding these essential employees memes. They're pretty good. Maybe they'll make a new wave of new ones, and we'll see how that goes.